From the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning, and God bless you. We're having a fantastic Friday here at KNLY 91.1 The Boss. I pray that you've had a fruitful week, and I'm excited about today's guest. Actually, my palate is starting to water because I was hoping he was going to show up with some barbecue, but I have Mr. Steve Brixman of Biggest Barbecue that is actually getting prepared for their grand opening. So I want to introduce not only him, and I'm going to allow him to introduce his family and everybody that's here with him.
Thank you so much for having us, Orlando. We really appreciate it, especially such last notice. Hello, Montgomery. Hello, Houston. How is the world doing today? We're excited to be here. I'm Bigga from Biggest Barbecue, Family Style Catering, and we're here to talk about our grand opening that's going to be taking place next Sunday, August 18th, in the Little Acorn, located at 21149 Eva Street, just past Brookshire Brothers, and we're about to change the flavor of this town, brother.
You know, he came in with quite a few things. He came in with some sauce, and I want to know a little bit more. He got some seasoning, and I'm assuming this is seasoning as well, or is this an actual rub?
So,
yeah, you got to tell me everything.
I'm gonna break you down because outside of cooking barbecue, we have been a seasoning and a sauce manufacturing company for the past 4 years.
Wow!
And this all started because my mother created a barbecue sauce when I was just a young child, and it was so impressive to watch the faces of the people that she was feeding. And this is just, backyard barbecue style. She just was never a fan of the sauces that were available on the commercial market, so she made her own. And I fell in love with it, Orlando, at a very young age. And I took it and ran with it as soon as I was old enough to make any sense of it. So we bottled this. My wife, Jessica, and I, we bottled this sauce starting about 3 years ago. And we just grassroots style, went around and handed it to local stores and asked if they'd put it on consignment. We built a website. We put it online. And we've been offering it now online for just over 2 years. We've built our website up just organically to up to just over 1,200, just under 1,200 followers.
Okay.
And I've got my sauce, honestly, now in 4 different countries as of today that I've shipped this to. Thank you very much. So, since we've come out with this sauce, we've come out with a hot version. We've brought out a couple more. So I spent quite a bit of my time in the West Indies in Jamaica as a musician in a former life. So one thing that I absolutely fell in love with was the flavor of jerk. And jerk is something that's larger than just a food. It's a culture and describes the culture of an entire people. So I fell in love with it, the story and the history behind it, and I decided that I wanted to bring authentic jerk back to the people who only get to enjoy it for a short period of time when they're on vacation or on a cruise. And I've brought our authentic jerk line here, and we'll be serving full Jamaican-style dishes, jerk chicken, rice and peas, oxtail, fried plantains. No different than if you were on the island.
Wait. Go back up. You're going to be serving all of that here?
So, on our grand opening, because we're expecting so many folks,
okay,
we're going to have a set barbecue plate. But the one thing that I want people to know is we're not going to be an everyday open restaurant where you can come in and feed your face every day and get big and fat on Biggest. What you're going to use us for are your family-style events. Unlike most catering companies that want $1,000, $1,200 to speak with you, I'm interested in serving families. So instead of you going to around the corner to Popeyes and spending $55, $60 to feed 8 people, you can stop by a Biggest Barbecue, and you're going to be able to pre-order the day before, a couple hours before, depending on what you need, and you're going to be able to pick up true Texas-style barbecue at an affordable price, and you're going to go home and you're going to share that with your loved ones, and you're going to think of me for the next few days because you're going to taste it on your palate.
You know, Steve, I am just actually at the place of awe because you don't just do barbecue. You don't just make sauces. And, I was hesitant in asking because, we've interacted a little bit through BizConnect. We interacted a little bit, socially through the messenger. But when I found out your last name was Brixman, and I was like, wait a minute, he was born to do this. His last name literally is Brisket, like literally.
It is.
So, we don't consider how God literally, positions us to position others, but, everything that, growing up in the home that you grew up in, this was literally preparing you for now.
Absolutely.
This is like literally your moment. And so, not only... I can't wait to taste the food because I've gotten the report. I'm already just drooling. I've gotten the report because Randolph reached out and he started talking about that he'd gotten something. He's like, I got 2 plates. I was like, 2 plates. So yeah, so we coming. We definitely plan on being there to support. But other than mom and growing up in the home, what literally pushed you a little further in establishing?
I am so glad you asked me this. Because God, first and foremost, no matter what, is the reason behind everything that we do. And I'm going to tell you a little story about a very special person and a very special group of people called the Little Acorn. So I have been searching for an opportunity to bring my catering company to the public. And in a predicament where I had to make choices between my career or my dream. And God refused to allow me to focus on my career because he told me, Steve, you have one mission in life, and that's to feed people and make them smile.
Wow.
So just in the last few days, through our good friends at BizConnect, I put a post up and said that I was looking for somebody who had a commercial kitchen, somebody who needed to lease out a space, a mobile unit, anything so I could be legal to sell my food and serve the public and the people here in Montgomery County. And Terry, owner of the Little Acorn, who's also the owner of Crown of Glory Salon, across from Bentwater, had the same premonition. She was going through her phone. She just got over a mad prayer session. She's telling God what she needs from him. And as she was scrolling through, she told me her phone stopped on her specific spot on her page, and it was my post.
Wow.
My post had been there for days, ongoing months from other groups. Her post had been there for 3 months, and we just never crossed each other's paths, digitally, in person, for any reason. And God decided for that very moment to connect us.
Wow.
She knew instantly that this was going to be something that we should look into. Mm-hmm. What's interesting is that I actually had an appointment to go to another location to go check out a spot. We were really excited about it. 10 minutes after that appointment confirmed, Terry reached out. We met with Terry. We were blown away. Not only did she welcome us into her restaurant, she does things that the community needs, and she serves a completely different group of people than Bigga serves. She serves a community of vegans and vegetarians and people who need paleo diets and gluten-free diets and allergy-related type diets.
Wow.
And the Little Acorn is solely dedicated to serving everybody, though. It's not just about we serve this type of people or we serve these type of people. We created this combination and this duo, this dynamic, to make sure all of us can eat together.
Wow.
So we're so excited about this opportunity. And our grand opening is going to be an event. And we did it on Sunday specifically so we could feed all the hungry church folk after church as they're coming down 105 Eva Street. We just want everybody to stop. We're going to have games out there and bounce houses. I'm working with a couple local musicians to come out there, bring some live entertainment.
Wow.
Most importantly is we're trying to figure out how many people want to come. And we did this kind of early because last minute stuff works well, but it works even better when you plan a little bit, Orlando. I'm sure you know. So we put on our website a pre-order position where you can go on and you can purchase plates of Biggest Barbecue for our menu for that day at a discounted rate at $12.99 instead of $14.99 at the door. And we would love for you to visit our website at biggestbarbecue.com. We have a link on there that'll take you right to the page, and you can start pre-ordering those plates right now.
Listen, yesterday I did a just a noonday inspiration, and I talked about at the appointed time. And so everything happens in God's time, no matter what we desire to happen. And so I applaud you for remaining consistent, staying in faith, and waiting on God to present you with the opportunity. And just like today, I put this post out last night, and you were the one who responded because we had a whole nother date set up.
Yep.
So we have to seize moments, seize opportunities, and knowing that this is what God is doing. So, Biggest Barbecue grand opening. I want you all to literally join in, follow us there. Actually, on Facebook, Instagram, all of the information will be on my page. I have some flyers. I have a lot of information for you. So, can you give a phone number out?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
You can call me directly at 954-551-9510, night or day. Just like you, sir. I'm up at all hours of the night trying to figure out what God wants me to do the next day and making sure I'm ready for His blessing. So, it doesn't matter to me. If you have a service that needs, Biggest can fill.
Okay. Listen, what people don't know, because not only are you able to articulate and communicate well in reference to what you have been called to do, but they don't know that you've actually had a journey. You've been in radio, you've done music, you've done it all. But when God pushes you where you're supposed to be, we see the evidence. This is the result, and I'm gonna find out how it works. But I want to go back to something, because I cut you off because I was just blown away when you started talking about this jerk, and I thought about, this is just so perfect, because our GM, Mr. Carlos, he was literally playing some reggae music on the way down the hall, and so this is just falling right in line and in
That's
harmony.
funny.
That you came in talking about jerk, and you can't find it in all over Houston. There's
a lot,
small amount of places to get some real authentic.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. And especially on this side of town, if you go into Houston, there's quite a few options. But Montgomery County, there's just not a large Caribbean population. But you know what? The Caribbean food is so much bigger than just its people. It's a culture. It's a lifestyle. And reggae music being the pioneer that takes flavors across the world. I had the blessing of spending my childhood as a professional reggae singer, and I don't know how much time you've had to look it up.
Oh, no. We ain't got to look it up. You know what we need you to do? Because you're here. You should have brought it up.
That's
and
all
I told
right.
you, Carlos was literally, playing something. And so, listen, and he's a beast of a musician. He does it all. Carlos is just like one man within himself, and he does it all. But since you're here, and I know that's, something that you put on hold or put to the side, but why don't you give us a little something while you right here?
Because you only have a 30-minute segment, brother, and by the time I'm done, your tie's gonna be tied around your head, and you're gonna be doing all this.
Just give me a little something. I know they listening. Give me some bigger barbecue.
I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna do it today. But I will come back and I will sing live on the air. I promise you. And the only reason is I'm not trying to steal. It's about food today.
Okay.
It's about food. I'll come sing you. I'll sing to you when you come out to my restaurant.
You all heard it. You all heard him say it. Listen. He's going to have live entertainment, and he's going to have great food, but he's also going to be a part of that.
I will.
You're going to.
I will.
I'm going to be there to help, KNLY. We're going to be in the building.
I brought you a present.
Yeah, and we're going to be pushing this. So I want to make sure you sing.
I will. And when you show up wearing your official Biggest Barbecue gear, look at this.
Yeah, y'all know I love my gifts and my shirts, and I
that.
promote, man. I really do. So thank you. And look, listen, I got the polo. We gonna be rocking some bigger.
I don't even have the polo. I got the sleeveless.
we gonna be rocking some bigger. And I'm I want you all, listen, Montgomery County. I got a lot of people out there. Fearless Boxing Gym. I can go through the list. If you are in Montgomery County, Conroe, Willis, Cut and Shoot, Time to Spare, all my whole Conroe and Montgomery family. I need you all to be prepared to meet me on August 18th. We're going to come out. We're going to support KNLY 91.1. The boss will be in the building. We're going to do all we can, and we're going to eat some good food. But most important, we're going to wait. Listen, we're not going to let them off the hook. You all You got me. The wife is gonna help push this.
He will sing. He will sing for us. I promise you.
I got you, brother. I got you. I'll tell you what. Bald is beautiful, right?
Bald is beautiful.
But when you got good reggae spirit coming out of your voice, you get real cute.
Look, You sing. I'm gonna dance. That's gonna.
I heard it.
I'm down.
We're gonna sing.
I'm down.
Y'all get ready because I got a little something. I can move a little bit.
So I'll tell you what. After you learn how to dance with me, there's one other thing that I'll teach you. And other than being a family style catering company, other than being a seasoning and sauce manufacturer, we are also hosting boot camps for people wanting to learn to smoke barbecue. Because the one thing that is a shame is that 90% of the people who own a smoker or a barbecue use it less than 10% of the food they cook in a year. So it's an intimidation thing. So I'm going to be teaching boot camp classes. They're called, Biggest Barbecue Boot Camp 101, Smoke Coach, where I will let you come out and spend a 6-hour course with me, and I will teach you to make the perfect pork ribs. I will teach you to make the perfect smoked, juicy, moist, with the crispy skin chicken that you just can't get. Everybody gets that soggy skin. Nobody wants. I'll teach you how to crisp it up. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do bacon-wrapped weaves and make smoked fatties and all kinds of things. And the biggest gift that I'm going to give you is you get to walk away with my smoked Gouda mac and cheese recipe. And I truly know people who spend $300 and take these long courses with me just to get that recipe.
Now, I got to ask, because the wife is here, and being married to someone of your caliber, especially someone who can throw down in the kitchen, do you ever have to cook?
Oh, I cook all the sides, actually.
Okay.
He cooks all the meat. I cook all the sides. It's a team effort, and we are 100% a team. That's why when we met the people in the Little Acorn, and they have the same air, it's the same team, it just makes sense. This just all makes sense. It really does.
You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
And that's been our problem the whole time, is we've tried to do everything alone. We need people. And God's put the perfect partners in our life to take this larger than any of us ever dreamed. And between my vision, Terry's vision, Jessica's vision, and her husband David's vision, I think we're going to add to this amazing new energy that's coming to our beautiful city of Conroe and Montgomery.
Listen, I can't wait. I want you all to get all the information. If it's not on my page, it'll be on Mr. Steve's page. But we're connected, BizConnect. It'll be everywhere. And once again, it's Friday. I want you all to make it a great weekend. Take full advantage of all the opportunities that you have. Get out. And most importantly, love somebody.
Absolutely.
Love somebody.
And pre-orders.
Yeah.
Get on these pre-orders, guys. I promise you, we will sell out. We will sell out. So these pre-orders will allow us to make sure we don't sell out before you get there.
Yes.
Put it in. I'm Orlando Daniels. This is today's entrepreneur, and I want you to make it a great weekend. Be blessed.